Welcome to Toledo, Ohio, a vibrant city nestled along the Maumee River in the heart of the Great Lakes region. In this brief introduction, we will explore the unique geography, diverse demographics, dynamic social scene, bustling economy, and other distinct characteristics that make Toledo a dynamic and exciting place to discover. So, let an Appos take a closer look at this historic city and all it has to offer. Toledo, Ohio has a population of 271,000 people within 84 square miles, resulting in a population density of 3,244 people per square mile. Toledo, Ohio is home to the world and Appos' largest drum, located outside the city, and Appos' iconic Toledo Mud Hens baseball stadium. The city has over 30 miles of shoreline along Lake Erie, making it a popular destination for water activities. Toledo is known as the Glass City due to its rich history in glass production and its continued presence as a hub for glass art and manufacturing. Toledo, Ohio has a diverse racial composition, with the largest racial group being white or Caucasian with 165,000 residents. However, there is also a significant presence of Black or African Americans with 76.3 thousand residents and Hispanic or Latino with 23.9 thousand residents. This indicates a melting pot of cultures in Toledo, showcasing the city and Appos' commitment to embracing diversity and promoting inclusivity. In Toledo, Ohio, the most populous ancestries are German, Irish, Polish, Mexican, and English. Together, these ancestries make up a significant portion of the city and Appos' population, with German being the largest at 20.1%. This diverse mix highlights the city and Appos' rich cultural heritage and the influence of immigration on its population. These ancestries have contributed to the city and Appos' vibrant and diverse community, making Toledo an inclusive and welcoming place for residents and visitors alike. In Toledo, Ohio, the population is fairly evenly divided between males and females, with 133,000 males and 139,000 females. However, there are slightly more females in the city, with a male-to-female ratio of 95.6 males per 100 females. The most populous age group for both males and females is 25 to 29 years, representing 4% and 4.3% of the total population respectively. This data suggests that Toledo has a relatively young population with a fairly equal distribution between genders. In 2018, the state of Toledo, Ohio recorded a total of 3,606 births. The majority of these births, 79.4%, were to women between the ages of 20 to 34, with a rate of 92 births per 1,000 women. Women aged 35 to 50 accounted for 14.4% of births, with a rate of 20 births per 1,000 women. The 15 to 19-year-old age group had the lowest number of births, 6.2%, and the lowest rate of 25 births per 1,000 women. Overall, the fertility rate in Toledo was 55 births per 1,000 women. In Toledo, Ohio, there were a total of 225 births to unmarried women in the 15 to 19-year age bracket, accounting for 100% of all births in this age group. This indicates a high rate of non-marital childbearing among young adults. On the other hand, in the 35 to 50-year age bracket, there were 519 births with only 107 births, 20.6%, to unmarried women. This suggests a much lower rate of non-marital childbearing among older adults in Toledo, Ohio. Overall, the data shows a significant difference in the rates of non-marital childbearing between younger and older age brackets in this city. In Toledo, Ohio, higher levels of education are associated with lower rates of non-marital childbearing. Among those with less than a high school education, 90.1% of births were to unmarried women, while among those with a high school diploma, 78.6% of births were to unmarried women. In contrast, among those with a graduate degree, only 9.9% of births were to unmarried women, and among those with a bachelor and APOS degree, 38.7% of births were to unmarried women. These data suggest that education may play a role in the decision to have children outside of marriage in Toledo, with higher levels of education associated with lower levels of non-marital childbearing. In Toledo, Ohio, the average individual earns a per capita income of $23,795, while the median household income is slightly higher at $41,671. This reflects a disparity in income among households, with some earning significantly more and others earning less. The median family income, which takes into account whole families rather than individual earners, is $53,435. This suggests that while there may be some households with above-average incomes, there are also many families struggling to make ends meet. Despite these income variations, Toledo remains an affordable city to live in, with a relatively low cost of living compared to other major cities. In Toledo, Ohio, the median earnings for all workers is $28,484. However, when looking at the breakdown by gender, there is a notable difference. On average, male workers earn $31,752 compared to female workers who earn $26,037. This income gap of 18% highlights a gender wage disparity in the city. While both male and female workers have relatively lower earnings compared to other places, this difference in pay shows a need for addressing and reducing the gender pay gap in Toledo. Despite being a major city in the Midwest, Toledo, Ohio continues to struggle with high rates of poverty. According to recent data, over 64,000 people living in Toledo are considered to be living in poverty, making up 24.5% of the population. Even more concerning is the fact that poverty disproportionately affects women, with over 25% living in poverty compared to 23.2% of men. Children are also vulnerable, with a staggering 44.2% of 5-year-old boys and 45.4% of 5-year-old girls living in poverty. These statistics highlight the urgent need for support and resources to decrease poverty in Toledo and provide a better future for its most vulnerable residents. In conclusion, the data presented showcases the diverse and vibrant community of Toledo, Ohio. As you plan your next trip or explore new areas, visit ZipAtlas for comprehensive information on Toledo and other locations across the United States. Discover the social, demographic, and economic characteristics that make each place unique.